Y'all, this is the real big boss Calvin 83. This may be my last video for the year. So the new year don't start until the New Year's Eve is actually on March 18th. The real New Year. It's the spring season. It don't start in the winter. But I know a lot of y'all are not. You have no interest in researching your real history or history in general. You have no interest in reading no real history or doing no real research. I don't understand why in today's times, when we are blessed to actually just research and by just doing a Google search. Now, as much as I slam the older people, they didn't have to. They had to go to the library. But to me, they were intellectually lazy because how many of them actually went to the library in their neighborhood or when they were on campus? Oh, the only time they went to the library was when they had to do a research paper. But how many of y'all, when y'all were in college or even graduate on your spare time, actually did research? That's what I did. That's what I did. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I do got some other videos I gotta cook. I got to cook her with. But we're gonna start with this one because I'm definitely gonna speak about black people and their lack of pride. But this is crazy. Come on.
These NFL players and these NBA players, they need to be shot down. They need to be eliminated.
Are you serious? And I'm not being. Look, are you seriously? I feel the same way about Oprah Winfrey. I feel the same way about Mammy Burke of the so-called Me Too. Because if you're gonna talk about athletes, then you need to focus on these entertainers. Do you feel the same way about the WNBA with Angel Reese ratchet ass? Because to me, and you convince me what the men are the leaders. Let me say this: as adults, we are a team. Y'all ladies can't expect the man to do everything because when men do lead y'all, but you don't like the way we lead you, y'all like a spoiled child. You want to dictate how the parent moves, and that's really the parent's fault. Or you send your child to hang with some hyena heifer, or hang with the wrong relatives, and they're degenerates, but you don't want to piss off your family. Fuck your family. Fuck, I don't care about grown people's feelings. You ain't no damn child. But I digress. For her to say that NFL, NBA players need to be deleted, this woman's crazy. Where's her husband? Oh. A lot of you sisters, y'all one of the reasons why a lot of these brothers don't want to fuck with you. And I'm no. You convince me, well, I got ninjas in my DMs. I've said this for the millionth time, for the millions of times. I'm probably going to be close to a billion. Ladies, just because a dude is in your DMs don't mean nothing to me. If you ain't reached out to the dude, you ain't exchanged numbers, you ain't try to meet this dude in person, and you ain't try to get to do get-togethers, date with intentions to marriage, common law, to hook up, and you are active, and you in some type of relationship, I need you to shut up on that. I got men in my DMs, ma'am. I got women in my DMs asking me to pay their bills or help me or pay to get their toes done, their fingernails, get a manicure, pedicure, to help me with a bill, offer me SCX. I got women in my DMs. I'll tell you the difference is I met my share. You know what I'm saying? but I ain't paying their bills. I mean, if you want a transactional relationship, I'll treat you accordingly. And it's going to be more than just a foot worship. But for her to say this wild shit, because I feel the same way about a lot of you female athletes and entertainers. To me, in the name of gender equality, yes, we are. When it comes to accountability, everybody's responsible. We are a team.
These NFL players and these NBA players, they need to be shut down. They need to be eliminated. They do. Somebody with some money need to pay a hitman to take them out because they are detrimental to the black community.
And you're not. And you're not right now. Most black people are detrimental to the black community. And mostly black women. For the last 60 years. Last time I checked, black women betrayed the black civil rights movement. It was black women who joined the white feminist movement. They supported, it seems like these pro-black women, pro-black heifers, who are really hyenas, they don't hold themselves accountable because most of those women supported the feminist movement, the white feminist movement. They supported the LGBT. Y'all supported the Democratic plantation. And if you're not that way, obviously, but you're still part of the problem. Y'all supported the transformer culture. Now a man can identify as a woman and use a woman's bathroom. And I don't understand because some bitches are nasty. Now women want to identify as a man when it's convenient, when they were acting like men when it was convenient. And then but you still got to pay their bills. You still got to do all this court stuff, roll out the red carpet. But yet they want to be on 3 or 4 and got a bunch of kids. Some of them want to let themselves go, drink, eat the wrong foods. Now I understand about the food to the GMO food, the poisonous drugs, the pharmacist agenda. If you're going to say that, then you need to have the same energy towards women like Oprah who are responsible. Because you had the first billionaire was a black woman. I'm pretty sure you're aware of that. The first couple was a black woman and a white teen man. That's why you had the interracial dating. Interracial marriage go into effect. There ain't no way a black man could get with the so-called snow bunny. But the only way that took off was because Brad wanted to have a black trophy wife and treat her like a ghetto gacker. Okay, but I'll continue.
You got all of this money rolling in, and you don't do anything for your community.
Let me say this. I get so sick and tired of black people, particularly pro-blacks and hoteps, saying the same nonsense. I do get what y'all saying, but why are we relying on celebrities when most of them are compromised? And then when black people, particularly black men who do stick their neck out and try to help the community, what do? Y'all stab them. You throw the black men underneath the bus. I can name examples. I'm pretty sure you got Google. You could do your Google search. You could do a YouTube search. You could search on social media and find the source of it. There are men who try to do stuff for the community. Are you familiar with the ball player, the black man of the Chicago Bulls in the early 90s, Craig Hodges? Are you familiar with Chris Jackson, Divine, so-called Divine? Are you familiar with Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, who tried to speak out for the community, and guess what? The black people didn't support him. Did you support him? Now, you probably was a kid. You were obviously a kid. This happened to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Chris Jackson, known as who calls himself, who got his name changed to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. He spoke out against the injustices of black people. What did black people do? What did black women do? Did black women stand by him? How about, I got another one for you, Heifer. Yes, I'm going there because I'm pissed off. You had Colin Kaepernick. Did you stand by him? You can stand by somebody in so many different ways. It don't have to. It don't take financial. It takes simple ass unity. Women, y'all can just y'all power comes from support. Every time a black man speaks out against the system, most of you sisters don't support, especially if he. But the way, let me say this: let that black man hold black women accountable, and black women will withdraw their support. I ain't lying. You want black men to step up and go against the grain like a one-man army. Bill Cosby tried to do something, but you turned your back on Bill Cosby. I bet you did. What about the black women who are the so-called the most educated group of women, but they say stupid ass shit? Most of y'all enrolled. That's why you don't like me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what you, and I don't give a damn what you lovely ladies, because I got a name for you, but I'm gonna take the high road this time, because let me say this. That's why I gotta get my Patreon going. That's why I gotta get my Patreon page up and running. But I don't get no support from most of the Negroes. When you try to fight for the community, especially as a black man, you don't get no damn support. What about the black women like Serena Williams? How come she ain't using her platform? What about the women who are entertainers? What are they doing for the community, Divine? Do you feel the same way?
You're choosing to marry the oppressor. You're choosing to marry a melanin deficient imbecile. You're choosing to marry a set of people with no substance, no authenticity, and
most of you American modern black heifers ain't got no substance. Most of y'all not wives. By the time y'all 25, y'all body counts are all the way through the roof. Y'all got kids out of wedlock. And if a man does marry you, you're the least married, but you're the most divorced. You want to take everything he has. So when these black men do marry y'all don't support that black man. Y'all wreck the homes. Y'all use the same tactics, keep him away from seeing his kids. You bring crazy, and then you get with some dusty ninja and piss off all the money, and then you try to get more support because you worry about him getting with another woman. You don't care about the welfare of the kids. And I'm speaking about the collective. I'm speaking about in general. When black men do marry black women, Divine, y'all leave. Just like y'all always left. And then you try to lie on the black men and defame our character like we're deadbeats, when a lot of you women lead in abortions as women of color. Y'all the most divorced women. You're the most undateable. Y'all just fudgeable. Transactional. Look at the type of women that we got to choose from. Most of you women don't support a black man when he's struggling. Y'all only want him at the finish line. You had women who, like Ebony K. Williams, what the French toast is she doing? I don't see her, especially when it comes to law, using her position to help black people. You know how many black women work in criminal justice and lock ninjas up? Even if they're not at fault, even if they're innocent, y'all don't help these brothers out. So what are you talking about?
Culture that profits off the struggle of black people, that profits off black people being oppressed, that profits off systemic racism.
And a lot of you heifers voted for Kamala Harris that will keep us in bondage. A lot of you women are anti-family. Y'all don't want to be fit, friendly, and cooperative. Look how a lot of you women supported the death of Kevin Samuels. Look how y'all sided. Look how when Ray Rice had that incident, y'all demonized Ray Rice, even though I argue it was out of self-defense, out of retaliation, which was one. To spit in for a woman to spit at a man, you ain't shit. Any woman who has the audacity to spit at a man, to spit at somebody, I can never take you seriously. You go out your way to hawk spit in a man's face, That is so unladylike. That is so not feminine. You are a trash hoe. Any woman who feels comfortable and advocating violence towards black men who ain't done nothing to them, ain't done nothing to Jen, ain't done because he doesn't, because you feel he should, those NFL players and NBA players don't owe you black people nothing. I'm not saying they should. Look, I agree. But when black people use their position, and not just in entertainment, in sports, but in just business, 9 to 5, do y'all support those black men? You don't. You black women don't. He has to be a panda bear, hotep simp. And them guys got dirt on their hands. God forbid if a pastor tells black women the truth about themselves. We're talking about the bad ones. And and he uplifts women who act right. Y'all cancel him. Look how you black women attack, and I'm not trying to make this a gender war thing, but I gotta state the facts because it's coming from a black woman. Look how there's so much smoke for cooking with Kaya. Look how you have black women who advocate for brothers, for well-to-do, and y'all want to come for them. You have black women in there who are degenerates, and I'm pretty sure. But there's always an excuse for black women. But when it comes to the I'm pretty sure you get the disrespect. But staying on topic, stay on this, because I can take it there. You saying that black men who join the NFL, so let me say this. So you don't want providers. So a black man is not allowed to be successful unless he gives it to a random black woman that doesn't respect him. That don't make no sense, baby. That literally makes no effing sense. A waste of girlies.
You choose to join the NFL and NBA, and you work extremely hard to get to where you are, all to give it back to your oppressor. I know.
That's what all black people do. Come on. I can understand what you're saying, but these black men who are athletes, entertainers, who marry black women, do they give it back to the community? Do these black women buy black? Do these black women live in black neighborhoods? Even wealthy black neighborhoods like Baldwin Hills, outside of Beverly Hills, a wealthy black community. There are black communities out in California, from the Los Angeles area, San Diego area, the Bay Area. How many black people want to support those communities? No. The minute you Negroes get your money, y'all want to live in a white neighborhood. Talking about if I'm the minority, if I'm the token ninja, my life would be so much better. There was a school shooting out in those white areas. Out in the white neighborhood. There was a black kid, I was reading in a report, out in Massachusetts. I actually went out to Massachusetts. That racism is interesting. Out in Cape Cod. And he tried to drown this young black teen, this young black woman. Talk about George Floyd. I paraphrase. What about the black women who get their money, who get the bag, who are wealthy, who are great entertainers, singers, who are doing their thing in corporate America, who are actually got their own business? What are they doing for the black community? Do you know what I see, Divine? Giving it back to your oppressor. So when a black man gets with a black woman, so she has no loyalty towards him. Then talk about, I'm not happy, I'm being abused, like she ain't doing no damn dirt.
Motherfucking well. Your ancestors is turning in their grave.
We are turning our graves to protect and defend a group of women who threw us underneath the bus and still do it to this day. Now, when we tell our side of the story, now when we actually come back with facts and we talk about their toxic, narcissistic, hyena, degenerate, slut bag in nature in their violent ways, we the problem. Do you have any respect for Sister Sherazade Ali? Y'all don't respect that woman. Y'all had no, and she was fair and balanced. Do you support Sherazade Ali? Do you support black women who are in the fight, standing by black men? A lot of you black women don't. So what you don't understand, that causes a chain reaction. This is why we got passport bros. But black women started the whole passport movement, going overseas to get some international Dizzic relationship. It's how Stella got her groove back. A lot of you black women who are writers and especially y'all dominant the majority in academia, look how y'all push all this misandry, but anti-black misandry. But you have a problem with, and let me say, black athletes and entertainers really don't have no power. Because to me, they're influential when it comes to entertaining, but when it comes to academia, when it comes to criminal law, politics, the only thing I would say that we really need to talk about is the importance of the blue collar workers. You know, wealthy blue collar workers, those of trucking, those who in transportation infrastructure, those who have grocery stores, those who that when it comes to, but let's talk about the educational system, especially higher learning. Black women have a position. Do you think they help the community? No, they don't. And that actually influences generations that are coming behind us. You don't want to have that smoke, sister. I think you need to think what you're saying.
NFL players and NBA players are detrimental to the black community, and they have never done nothing for the black community.
Bullshit. I just named Colin Kaepernick. I just named Mahmoud Abdul-Aruf. I just named Craig Hodges. I can even say Bill, and let's talk about the entertainment. Bill Cosby. But y'all don't like Bill Cosby because he had critiques. Yes, he was cooning. That pound cake speech was a bunch of coon verbiage. Bill Cosby did his share to try to help the black community. Cat Williams did his share to help the black community. Does he get any credit, sister? These black men have went out and even trying to help, but because you don't like who they're married to, there was a black man who was married to Becky, but guess what? He took his resources, and he was like a millionaire, net worth wise, and try to help out Morris Cows. But because you didn't like who he was married to, but guess what? Do you feel the same way about Maya Angelou? What about these black women who are considered pro-black, but they got white husbands? Should they be murdered? Should they be unalived? Because this is why you women don't like me. I don't give a damn. Because I'm tired of this double standard hypocrisy that y'all do.
And they need to be eliminated. And y'all need to stop watching that bullshit. And y'all need to stop praising that bullshit. Okay?
I agree with you. But let me tell you. Do you know what we should have did? Around the election time? That was change. Should have sat that out. Number two, we should never celebrate we should have boycotted Black Friday. We should have boycotted Thanksgiving. We should have boycotted Christmas. Do you know how many arguments I've been having with my family for years and how it has created a big divide? I'm the black sheep of this bitch. I'm the black sheep. Yeah, my cousin, he's outspoken, but because here's the thing. My cousin's lighter skin. I got the features, and I'm browner skin. So that's a problem. And plus, I guess even if I'm a little chubby and chunky, they have a problem when I speak. How about we boycott Valentine's Day? But you ladies ain't trying to have that. You want men to just spoil you. Heifers want to be spoiled. Some of y'all need to be spoiled with a smack. You need a wake up. You need a wake up. Some of y'all need a whopping for the way y'all act. And it's such a disgrace. You women like her, you millennial women, y'all some trash bitches. You Gen X women, y'all ain't, I already been knowing y'all ain't shit. The Gen Z women, I just feel bad for the Gen Z women because you Gen X and you millennial women have been leading these young sisters astray. No different than these older dudes when it came to the boomer males leading and the Gen X males leading the millennial men astray and sabotaging these these young males who are Gen Xers and Generation Alphas because they want to chase young women. They want to chase pussy. They want to be out. They want to do them, run their own race. When I look at how black women are failing the women of Gen Z and Generation Alpha with this toxic feminism. But I'm glad a few of them, shout out to Cooking with Kaya, are trying to break the cycle, break that generational curse. That hyena culture, this gynocracy is so terrible, y'all.
Y'all need to stop that. Honest to God.
And let me just say this. I do agree. We should boycott the Super Bowl. I ain't watched the Super Bowl in like a decade. I have every time the Super Bowl comes, I just do my thing. I usually be in the bed. I be reading. I be doing some other stuff, trying to get my business off the ground and all that stuff. I agree we should be boycotting every goddamn thing that's anti-black. But black people won't do it. And guess who got the buying power? Black women. Where's the accountability, sister? Where's the personal responsibility? Look, as much as I want to blame white folk, I can't. Much as I blame black men for certain things, no, sister, y'all gotta get this roast. Y'all gotta get this work. Because to me, a lot of you women are part of the problem. A major part of the problem. That's why you don't like the black manosphere. And the red pill. And black men who in the black pill, the red pill and the black pill space. This is why y'all don't like BGS. This is why you don't like Dr. T.S.on Johnson. Green Gorilla, and you damn sure don't like me, and you don't like Black Men Vent and Sergeant Willie Pete. This and others. And this is why y'all hate Moses. This is why y'all hate Brother King Hobble. Because y'all don't like any and 360 Smooth. And others. Because you don't like women like Glow. Because y'all don't like correction. And I'm not talking about tearing somebody down or putting hands on them. I'm talking about pointing out the flaws and we recognize your good things, but we talk about your flaws so you can be a better version. You could diet and exercise, but if your mind is trash, I'd rather have a big chunky chick with a good attitude, and if I can put her on some game and show her what I'm doing, and we do some fun activities, and she can buy in, than some broad who's about health and fitness and stuff like that, but she got a fucked up trash attitude like you do.
They had all of this money, but yet they don't have no decent schools. They don't have no decent hospitals for the black community. They don't have no.
How's that the responsibility of athletes and the entertainers? Wouldn't that be our responsibility and they follow our lead? How many black women are in nursing? How many black women are ahead of nursing? How many black women are in med school? How many black doctors do we have? Why don't we confront them? Those who elevate, those who advance in healthcare, those who advance in education. What are they doing for the black community? I'm still waiting for Dr. Umar Johnson to build it to open up a school. Yet we have schools like black schools. As much as I have issues with Michi X, but I gotta take my hat off and give credit where credit's due. Ziax Institute. Do we support institutions like that? What about when the time when Obama was in office and he tried to create a program for black boys? Black women rejected it because it was misogynistic. I didn't know. I thought black men and women wanted providers and black men to get their stuff together and not run the streets and be productive. And we have these programs, these trade schools, these educational systems, and a school for black boys and that's about black manhood and black empowerment. Guess who rejected it? Black women. Because there's a lot more black feminists. There are traditional black men, traditional revolutionary pro-black men. The pro-black space is dominated by hyenas like her. Black feminists, anti-black misandrists, a bunch of single mothers, a bunch of leftover heifers. How many black women do I know who are under the age of 25, interested in black empowerment, black female empowerment? You never see that demographic, and there's a reason why. Because those women like her, and I'm saying like her, I don't know what she do offline or stuff like that. Those women like her, they let these younger women astray. At least the black men who try, but guess what? They get canceled. Anytime a black man who's trying to stand up for the people, especially on behalf of black men, so black women and children can have better, you sisters don't support it. Anytime when black men have stood up to the system, guess what? He lost everything. And I'm not excusing black men being on some coon shit. Well, you don't support us, so fuck you hoes. No. But I gotta state the facts. Same with black women who spoke out against community, and she got thrown on into the book, mainly by black women, by the black sisterhood. But that doesn't give her an excuse. Well, I'm anti-black. Fuck the community. No, you don't get to do that, because there are a few people who do support you. It's just not en masse. Maybe if we actually stood by people who stood up for the system, actually stood by those who speak out, and actually move in silence and do intangibles and got the tangibles to make change, we should support them unapologetically.
Banks for the black community, they don't have nothing, so why are they here? Maybe why do y'all still watch that shit? Why do y'all still praise them? Why?
I got the same question that why do you have to support Sprunkle? Why do you have to support these leftover old hyena degenerate heifers? Why do you want to support booty shaking? Why do you got women like that still want to follow in Oprah's footsteps? Why do y'all support the misandrists like the Tarana Burke the founder of the Me Too movement, who sold out for white female validation, to just criminalize black men? And I will never forget when she's asked, why do you always go after black men when you have all these white teen men and these Asian guys doing, these Asian males and these white males and Latino males doing all horrible things to women and children and men, mainly younger men, young little boys. Why is it my job to go after white men who commit crimes and SA assault? I'm like, bitch, I want to say this. She needs to get that. She needs to get the belt. As far as I'm concerned, if you got look at all those look at those black women who are entertainers and athletes. Look how, but they support the most trash, degenerate culture of women. These toxic, narcissistic, whore, slut bagging type of women. These misandrists talking about drugging and robbing and raping men. Where's the outrage on that? What about these women that black women continue to support who push out this anti-black misandry and this black feminist culture and still defend the gynocracy, especially when it comes to politicians. These black women in politics and academia. That is the real. That's what we need to address. That's what you need to ask too.